Yo yo, what's up, y'all? It's Clutch here. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I just want to go over a few plays that we went over on Sunday. There won't be no um, new trade ideas tonight. I'll drop them in the Discord tonight. But yeah, also don't miss a chance at what's it called? At entering to win a Rolex, right? I'm giving away a Rolex. You just have to become a member of the team. Join the Rolex monthly subscription. And yeah, also let's talk about a few of these SPX plays that we went crazy the past few days playing SPX. Right, was able to cash out 24,000 just on one SPX play just yesterday. Just yesterday. Let me see if I can put it on here. No, it doesn't let me. Cool. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So ASTS, we had a failure to go lower Monday, on Tuesday, and tried to break out today. Not the best close. I am definitely watching to put more size on this above 92.6. We can get above 92.6. My main price target is around 103 to 105. Definitely want to target at least 95 and then see how we react there. Right, just a little bit of area of interest down here. So just be cautious of that area. But above that, I believe we can see 100 magnet pretty easy, and then 105. KO. This was something we went over on Sunday. I didn't play this just because it kind of moves kind of slow, but beautiful move into new all-time highs, right? So congrats if you took that. Lily, this was a huge banger in the Discord. We got in calls yesterday before it broke out. We ended up actually grabbing some calls because of this little bull flag right here. This thing ended up popping up to high a day. We held full, expecting for it to break high, keep going. Obviously, we put our stops at break even, and then we kind of just chopped all day. Nice push at the end of the day, and then we ended up swinging these contracts, which they actually went crazy today, right? Crazy, crazy, crazy. They went from I think like $600 to over $1,700 just by swinging those contracts. So tomorrow, not the best close on Lily, but if we can get above a 1038, I will definitely be watching continuation. Microsoft caught a little bit of zero DTs today off this 414 area, this little bounce area. Nothing I'm watching really on Microsoft. Maybe if we can get some continuation above 433, 434, we can get above those. I'll be confident in playing this into 440. Now, what can I say? We ended up beginning now. We got in here around $100. Trimmed at 105, swung the rest. Next day, this thing gapped up, went crazy on these contracts. We sold here at 110, and yeah. Okta, another one. We didn't play this. We went over this, but she did what she was supposed to do. She does have earnings coming up, so just be mindful. But I'm definitely watching to see maybe we can get above 90 for some continuation, right? Above 90. Oracle, this is something I'm watching heavy. Why won't this go away? There you go. So Oracle broke this downtrend, right? We've been kind of just flagging and testing this trend line for a minute. Today we broke out this little falling wedge pattern. So tomorrow, if Oracle can get above 189, this would be a high confidence play. It's a 193, 195, 200. If we can break 200, I believe a move, either if it's the same day or overnight, a move into 210 will happen pretty quick, right? So above 189, grabbing more Oracle, and yeah, let's get to the next one. Pen, I don't really want to cover this one. This move it did do what it's supposed to do. It's kind of retesting right now, but this move's kind of slow. So I'm gonna just stay away from this one. This moves like pennies to the day. So PLTR though, I do want to talk about this and shout out to Nova. I know you're holding runners if you're listening. PLTR looks amazing, right? So we just broke this downtrend on PLTR. We can kind of say it's forming a bigger inverse head and shoulders here, right? We can say it's forming a bigger inverse head and shoulders. So this looks good. You can say it's forming on the smaller time frame another head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders here. So above 137.50, this is something I'm confident of it going to at least 140, 143, and then 145. So those would be my price targets on PLTR. So this is kind of a watch list for tomorrow on PLTR and Oracle, right? So yeah, definitely keep this on watch above 137.50 tomorrow. Play some 138, 140 calls maybe for next week or a few weeks out for like some 145s. But this looks amazing, right? This looks amazing. Snow. I mean, what can I say about this one, right? We caught a huge banger on snow as well, right? We just absolutely printed Monday morning. Like Monday morning, this thing just went nuts, right? This thing went up almost 5% on the day. We got in here, added more on the breakout on Friday, swung them over the weekend, had a nice little run up, swung some runners into Tuesday, and then we actually ended up selling up here. I actually sold it around like 173, but they netted us some, like from $400 to like $1,200 per contract, so that was a banger. Skyworks. This is the one I said I did not want to miss, and we have not missed it. Right, so far it's looking so good. There is a little red flag for me for now. Right, and for now, did trim today because of Nvidia earnings. Right, who knows how the market would react and things like that. But definitely want to keep holding these August contracts that we went over on Sunday. If you have the 618s, I know we trimmed those because for a reason. Even though we did break out today, we did have Nvidia earnings. We could move the market. We don't want to be greedy, but we broke out today with very little volume, which is kind of a little red flag for me, right? So we'll see what it does tomorrow. We obviously want this to close above this trend line. If we can close above this trend line on a weekly, we will keep holding full on those August contracts, and we will target at least 85, right? We want 85. Maybe you could do it in a few weeks. I'll say maybe like 2 or 3 weeks, and that would be awesome, right? So definitely want to keep holding those August contracts, hold those runners on the 618s, even though they have time, and they're almost in the money. So we'll see what Skyworks does in the next few days, and I'll keep you guys posted. TTD, this was another one that actually played out from Sunday, right? Above this 21.3. Actually ended up running that on Monday. Had a 5% day, and now it's just retesting. Right, we keep messing with this $20 level, right? But I'm definitely watching this little trend line. I don't like to play weeklies on this; it doesn't move too fast for me. But I definitely it's a good buy. $20 is a good buy. If it drops lower, DCA. Upstart hasn't triggered. I'm watching this tomorrow to above 29.5. If we can break this trend line, we'll target at least 30.6, 31.3, and then 33, and then 35. Right. Not the best volume today, but we'll see what she does tomorrow above 29.5. She can get going. VST. This actually looks really, really good for a swing. I like this a lot for a swing. And I'll actually drop the flow on this tonight in the Discord if I can find any. But we have a little falling wedge kind of forming here on the weekly, right? Same thing kind of did here and then had that run up. We're kind of forming that down here. What I like about this a lot is, we have these lows here. We broke below it. We reclaimed it today with some volume. So any pullback on VST around 140, I believe should be a good dip buy. And we can start making maybe like a little inverse head and shoulders here on the 4 hour. But any pullback here should be a nice little dip buy for a swing. WFC, caught a little bit of it. Nothing crazy. But what do we talk about? This long-term downtrend, right? This long-term uptrend, right? This trend line. We were holding it, right? She had a nice little pop today. I was in some June contracts. They didn't really move too much. It was like 20, 30%. But ended up selling them and kind of regret it now. So I'm going to keep watching this and might get back in. I do like this a lot. We're holding that trend line. We also, um, reclaim these lows. Right, we reclaim these lows, which is amazing. Right, we reclaim those lows, and not only just that, we have that bullish divergence going on that we talked about on Sunday. So definitely want to keep this on watch. XOM straight to the penny, above 158. We went straight for that gap fill at 163. I didn't take it, but it was straightforward, straight to the point from Sunday's watch list. I hope you guys print it. The ZS, same thing. Didn't take it, but she had a day on Monday, almost a 10% day. And yeah, that's about it. What I'm watching though on SPX, I wanna go over some SPX real quick, and I wanna go over Tesla too. We caught Tesla though. So SPX, not sure how we're gonna open, not sure what we're gonna do tomorrow, but something I am watching is a pullback into like 7405 to 7400 area for a possible hold here, and if we can hold, probably go long. I like this a lot. If we can actually start to form this, inverse head and shoulders here, and then if we can't, we just start running tomorrow above 7450. I will probably look for a breakout, hold, and then go long for that gap fill, right? Obviously, I'm open to playing both sides, so we can, if we can catch this move down, that'll be cool too. If we fail this, though, we fail 7400 again, I don't think that's gonna look good. We're gonna have to just keep watching the market and let it do what it do, right? But that's my favorite long setup for SPX. If we can get that pullback and then go long. And then Tesla, this was a straight banger today too. So we actually swung Tesla. We swung Tesla from yesterday. So I was watching Tesla for this demand area, right? Back in this demand area, 395 to like 398. I saw we were holding, and then we actually ended up getting in some calls above 399. So yesterday when we actually entered on Tesla, I saw we were making that inverse head and shoulders. And pay attention to this, right? When they start making the same patterns over and over again, right, the whole market, they tend to move the same, right? So we actually caught this candle right here on this breakout, and then we caught this whole move. Ended up swinging the rest of Tesla, and then today she went nuts, right? She went nuts. Moved kind of slow compared to what SPY was doing, but I'm definitely watching Tesla because we kind of have the same setup, right? So tomorrow, if we can get above like 418, 418.50 on Tesla, definitely look to go long until at least 424 to possibly 430. If you look at the bigger picture here, what do we see? Inverse head and shoulders, correct? So maybe we get another pullback, look to go long, or if you can break out here, look to go long into this area. And I think that's about it. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll drop some trade ideas tonight. And if you have any questions, always feel free to DM me. And yeah, let's get straight to it, y'all. Peace.